Yeah, you sorted it now, Lou. Well done. Good to see you.
Hey, George or Ash, can we pin these YouTube links in the groups then? Because I actually said to everybody a minute ago they wouldn't be able to watch it on there.
Yeah, I'll post them.
Thank you
Thanks,
very much.
George. You all right to host me now, George? Yeah.
Ash, I'm just switching you now.
Cheers, matey. Thank you.
I've set up YouTube already, so you don't have to do that.
Superb. Okay. We just
Thank
want
you,
to pin the link. Can everybody hear me as well as Ash? Can you hear me, guys? Can I have a thumbs up? Super,
yeah.
Rachel, lovely. Okay, great. All right, let's start by just getting a bit warm, guys. Okay, let's start with some movements. Get some nice, really slow lunges in for me, please. If you can't do lunges, a split squat is fine, where we just keep our feet still and we just dip that knee down and stand back up again. Nice and slow. Dip. Just do me 5 or 6 each side. Ash, have you seen that message from Claire on there, mate? Yeah?
Yeah,
oh,
I'm responding to her now. Claire,
lovely
I'm gonna, you okay with dead bugs for your press ups and walkouts and your plank side to side with Supermans? Can you give me a heel tap, please?
Oh, lovely. Nice lunges, guys.
Back to you now, Claire.
Nice lunges, nice lunges. Okay, let's do some squats for me, guys, okay? Nice posture, stick your bum out, keep your chest up, nice and slow to begin with. Oh, yeah. If you trained with us yesterday, your legs will be a little tender. Well, I think they will. Mine are. Ooh.
Carol, welcome.
Nice and slow.
Everybody, welcome.
Nice and slow. Welcome, everybody. Lunges again for me, guys. Let's go. Lunges. Nice and slow. We're just waiting everybody to get on. How many have we got on, Ash?
Currently at 26.
Oh, well, you've saved yourself from the burpees. That's all I can say.
Lovely job there.
Oh.
When we're doing these lunges, everybody, just make sure that your heel's fixed into the floor when you're doing them. You don't have to do a forward one. You can do a reverse lunge if you prefer. If you need something to do with your hands, put them on your hips or hold on to something, a chair, a settee, a door frame.
A door frame, love it. Squats again for me one last time. Squats, nice. Oh.
Guys,
okay.
When we're running through the session, we'll shout you alternatives if you need any.
Do some big circles, please, guys. Big circles, big circles. Do them backwards first. And then switch forwards, please. Okay, now sink your shoulders nice and low. Okay, stretch your head up nice and tall. And then fire them arms back nice and low. Let's get nice and stretched off. No injury.
They're all posted in the Facebook groups. So
thank you, George.
You're ready to go.
Lovely, mate. Thank you, mate. Have a great day. Okay, arms up and down. Let's try and get them behind your head. Keep your head and your neck nice and central, though, nice and neutral. Oh. Okay, now, feet out nice and wide. Okay, I want to see reaching to the opposite legs. Okay. Lovely. Oh. Ooh. Okay, perfect. All right, feet together now. Stick your bum out. All right, try and keep your knees straight, legs straight if you can. Want you to slide down your legs until you feel it pinch in the back. Just hold that for a second for me. Stick your bum out. And now just start etching down towards your toes, nice and gentle. Try and get it all opened up. Bit of dynamic stretching in the hamstrings. Okay, perfect. Now what we're going to do, all right, you're just going to do me some squats. You're going to do me 10 squats, 20 lunges, and then you're going to jump into a plank position for me. Okay, and I'll shout you time when we're done. All right, so 10 squats, 20 lunges, plank. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 10 squats.
And making sure that we're keeping our heels fixed to the floor. We're not coming up onto our toes. Turn your toes out slightly and drive your knees out to the side, keeping that chest up, shoulders back. And with the lunges, making sure that the heel's fixed into the floor on the front leg. You don't have to bring your knee all the way to the floor, just to about a 90-degree angle. Okay, keep your chest up. Again, if you need something to do with your hands, put them on your hips, or if you're struggling for balance, hold onto a chair, a door frame.
20 of these guys.
Again, you don't have to do forward lunges. You can do reverse lunges if you prefer, or you can do a split squat where you keep your foot in a fixed position. You don't have to bring it back to your other leg.
Okay, everybody in a plank when you're ready, please.
Okay, with your high plank, just ensure that your hips are stable. You're not rocking.
Tell me when everyone's in. Ash, please.
Yeah, we're all in.
Okay, lovely. Take some deep breaths, guys. Suck that belly button in. Stay with me.
Squeeze everything as hard as you can, everyone. So squeeze your glutes. Make sure your hands are at shoulder width and they're directly in line with your shoulders. If you struggle to do a high plank, you can do a low plank on your elbows, or you can make it easier and drop to your knees as well. Okay, just 20 seconds to work with. You're still a bit tight there, Claire.
3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, I want to see 5 burpees, please. Listen to me for a minute, okay? We don't need full burpees. This is a very easy version of a burpee, okay? All I'm going to do is put my hands on the floor, step out, step in, stand. I'm not fussed how they go. I want 5. Let's go.
Okay, if you struggle with burpees, you can do squat jumps. Or you can do that reduced variation of bowls just shown you, or a walkout.
Well done, guys. Well done, well done. Everybody warm? Yeah, thumbs up for me. Everyone warm? Perfect, right. I'll tell you what we're doing first, okay? So, E2 mom, this is what I couldn't count this morning when I was doing it with Ash. And I was convinced you were keeping time wrong, Ash, but actually it was me. E2 mom, so every 2 minutes, okay, we are gonna do walkouts or press-ups. Do which one you prefer. If we're doing full press-ups, we can always regress to our knees halfway through to keep the work rate up. We're looking for 10. I meant to change these numbers actually after this morning. We're going to do 10 of those. Then we've got squats or lunges. We've got 20 of those. We're going to do crab, toe touches, 20 of those, or 20 bicycle crunches. And then we're looking for 30 jumping jacks or 30 high knees. Okay? And then every time the 2-minute rounder starts, Ash will let you know, or I will let you know, so we can start again. Okay? So give me 1 second. So, walkouts or press-ups, squats or lunges, crab toe touch. For those of you that are unsure what that is, I'm just going to show you now. So we're down into this position. I want you to stabilize yourself. I don't want you wobbling everywhere. Up, 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 yeah? Nice and controlled. You should be using your core for this move. And then we've got high knees, or as we discovered yesterday, jumping jacks, AKA star jumps, okay? Just want to get your heart rate as high as possible. Ash will help me keep time. Everybody ready? Walkouts or press ups? 10, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So if you can't do walkouts or press ups, you can do a dead bug. Okay. So if you're a dead bug, lie on your back, bring your knees towards your chest, keeping your shoulder blades off the floor. And that's 10 reps. And then we've got squats or lunges. 20 squats or 20 lunges. Okay, making sure you keep that those shoulder blades back, your chest up, and you work to your range of movement. Ollie, we are at to turn the music up, please, mate.
In the gym?
Yeah.
I can try, yeah.
And Chrissy wants to see the board.
Showing you the board's going to be tough, guys. Okay, we've got 10 press ups, 20 lunges. We've got crab toe touches, 20 jumping jacks, 30. So we should be on these crab toe touches, 20, or bicycle crunches, 20. Okay.
If you're doing bicycle crunches, just ensure that you, as you're straightening your legs out, that you straighten them out fully. Okay, take your time with these ones. Rotate through the hips, allow your knees to come to your elbows. Breathe out as hard as you can to contract your abs, to squeeze your abs. Okay, we've got 30 seconds left in the round.
So doing jumping jacks or high knees, guys.
High knees. If you're doing your high knees, just make sure that your knees are coming to at least waist height. Excellent work. Nice work, Emma. Lou and daughter, nice work. Louise, Carmel, fantastic.
5 seconds, we're starting again, guys. Okay, we've got press ups or walkouts. 10, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go.
Okay, alternatives for press ups again. We've got dead bugs. Susie, beautiful press ups, well done. Manda, full press ups, amazing.
Go on, Mandy. Squats or lunges, 20.
Helen and Tara. Where's Tara gone, Helen? Oh, she's gone to sleep. Beautiful squats there, Julia. When we're squatting, just work within your full range of movement. It doesn't mean that you have to go bum all the way to the floor. Just go as far down as you can, keeping your chest up, ensuring that you're staying on your heels all the way through. Same with the lunges. You don't have to get your knee all the way to the floor. You can do reverse lunges if you prefer. You need something to do with your hands, get them on the hips, or hold on to something if you're struggling for balance. Okay. We're just coming into the second minute of this round. With these crab toe touches, keeping your bum off the floor, and then opposite hand to opposite foot. And you've got bicycle crunches as an alternative. If you can, with your bicycle crunches, keep your feet up off the floor and really rotating through the elbows and touching your knee with your elbow if you can, or coming close to your elbow as you can.
High knees or jumping jacks.
Okay, get those knees to at least waist height if we're doing our high knees and our jumping jacks. Just blast through these. We should be able to get through these quickly. If you finish before the round finishes, you take the rest as a rest, I suppose. We've got 15 seconds till we start round number 3.
Walkouts or press ups, guys. 10, 7 seconds. 3,
2, and let's go. So straight into your press ups. With a room full of dogs. Wonderful. Susan,
squats or lunges, 20.
Okay, just the tip of these squats. If you're struggling getting the range of movement, just turn your toes out slightly and drive your knees away to the side so that your knees are tracking in the same direction as your toes are. Should allow you to get a little bit more range of movement. You don't have to be too precious with these because we're up against the clock, but just keep your form as tight as possible. Nice work on those squats, Carmel.
Bicycle crunches or crab toe touches.
And with our bicycle crunches, keeping your shoulder blades off the floor as you can. Straighten those legs out.
High knees or jumping jacks. 30.
50 seconds left in the round, and again, if you finish the round before the 2 minutes, you take the rest of the time as rest. Quickly get yourself a drink if you've got the time for it, but we start on the minute, yeah? We start on it every 2 minutes. Got 30 seconds left of the round. These jumping jacks, just blast through them.
Well done, guys. Looking great. Big movements, yeah? 20 seconds.
How are we getting on, everyone? Give me a thumbs up if we're all good.
10 seconds. We're looking to start again with
Amazing.
walkouts or press ups. 3, 2, 1. Press ups, walkouts. Let's go.
They're nicely controlled with these press ups. If we're doing walkouts, get your chest to the floor if you can. If you're doing dead bugs, keep your shoulder blades off the floor. Well done, Claire, for using a weight. With these lunges, you don't have to do a forward lunge. You can do a reverse lunge if you prefer to do a reverse lunge. It takes a little bit of pressure off the knees if you're struggling with knee instability or knee pain. You don't have to get that rear leg knee all the way to the floor. And again, when we're working at reps like this, in time like this, it's easy to forget your breathing. So just ensure that you're breathing with your reps. Keep control over the form.
Bicycle crunches. Ooh.
Excellent. Okay, so we're with our bicycle crunches, rotating through the hips, bringing opposite knee to opposite elbow. And again, breathing with your reps. Breathe out hard as you bring your knee towards your elbow. It'll help contract your abs. Got 50 seconds left in this round. Okay, with the high knees, get your knees to at least waist height. We're doing our crab toe touches, keeping your bum off the floor.
Keep it going, guys. Come on, 30 seconds. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. 20 seconds rest.
Okay then, Amanda. Yeah. Okay, 15 seconds.
Getting ready for press ups or walkouts, guys.
Coming into the final round now, everybody. Everyone's doing really well, so just keep it going. It's the last round, so make this the best round, yeah? 3, 2, and let's go. There we go, with our press ups, just making sure that you can get your chest as close to the floor or on the floor as you possibly can. You don't have to do full press ups. You can do on your knees, or you can do hand release where you let go of your hands at the bottom of the press up. Make sure it is at the bottom of the press up though. When we're squatting, keeping your heels fixed to the floor, driving those knees out, chest up, shoulders back, and then going into your full range of movement. Again, you don't need to be too precious with these. It's 20 squats or 20 lunges. With your lunges, making sure your heel's fixed into the floor on that front heel, keeping that chest up and breathing with your reps. Might be the last round and we're all getting a little bit tired, but we should be able to maintain form. We've still got quite a bit of the workout to go. And we're just approaching the final minute, so let's finish strong and get as much rest as we can in for the final minute. Well done, everyone. Claire, smashing work on those bicycle crunches. Louise and Tara, brilliant work. Well done.
Jumping jacks or high knees to finish, guys. Big finish.
Nice work, Krista. Renshaw smashing it as always. Great to see you both. Well done, Adele. Keep that going.
Well done,
30
guys.
seconds to spare. We're finished. Go and get yourself a quick drink. Then we'll take a
Well
short
done.
rest with everybody, and Bo will take you through the board. Wonderful. We are
Well done.
smashing it today.
Smashing it. Doing a great job.
Excellent. Janet, we all right?
How's everyone doing for alternatives, guys? Yeah? Everyone okay? I'll show
Guys,
you what's
if you need
next.
alternatives, shout up.
Tell you what I could do with someone turning these heaters off. Honestly. Right. Are we all right, guys? We ready to have a look at this for me? Yeah? So, the next section of the workout, guys, is a HIIT workout, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We are starting with chair dips. Then we are doing get-ups. We are doing a reverse crunch or a sit-up variation, Supermans, and then plank side to sides, which this morning I was doing hip dips, but I've now realized what Ryan means with his plank side to sides. So we'll mix it up a little bit. I'm just going to show you some variations on this, okay? So this round is slightly easier for us to coach because it's 45 seconds, so we can stop you, we have a rest, and then we start again. Chair dips for me, they're great. They're great for your triceps, but if we get them wrong, we can feel it in our shoulders quite a little bit. So we'll just have a little look at this. With the chair, we're looking to put our hands behind us, try and keep them elbows in as tight as possible, but we want to try and keep our bum as close to the chair as possible. Okay, so we don't want to be out here. That's going to put a lot of pressure on our shoulders. We want to literally scoot past the chair and press. Scoot past the chair and press. Now, I'm not going to do those because they absolutely rag my shoulders. I'm quite round-shouldered naturally. So what I'm going to do instead, and this is an alternative you can try, is a plank up-down. So I'm in a plank position, and then I'm going to just come up onto my hands and then back down. Up onto my hands and back down, okay? So a couple of alternatives, you can try that as well. If you try and think about your triceps when you're doing that, it'll work a similar muscle group. The second move is a get up. I would recommend some kind of pillow or carpet or something. Going to put our hands behind our head, try and be nice and straight. You're going to go down onto your knees and then straight back up again. Like that, okay? Stop yourself from leaning over, yeah? Reverse crunches. Now, with this, regarding get-ups, if you struggle with get-ups, you could do hip thrusts for me on the mat. So just to show you what they are, we just want to be laying on the floor, pop our hips all the way up, squeeze our glutes at the same time, okay? 45 seconds. Reverse crunches for me, or a sit-up variation. All I would like to see really is your legs doing the work. So if we can hold our ears, stick our legs out, pull our knees in, stick them out, pull them in. Nice and controlled, nice and slow. Okay, because this is timed, there's no rush. You can't get through the reps quicker. I would prefer you did it slower and you engaged all the muscles, okay? Then we've got Supermans. So we want to come over into this position here. And we're looking at opposite hand to opposite leg, straight up. All right, the idea with this, as Ash will tell you in a second, if we twist our thumb up to the ceiling, it'll be easier on your shoulders, but I really want to see that heel out at the back. Okay, lead with the heel. Okay, nice and straight. Squeeze your tummy, squeeze your glutes. Make sure everything's engaged for me. And then plank side to sides. A couple of different things you can do here. So you could just do a normal plank where you hold it in either a high or a low position. You could do it on your knees if necessary. You could do a plank staying still where you dip your hips like that, just a little twist. Or what I'd love to see is a side to side like that. Okay. All right, nice and tight. Suck your belly button in. That's us. All right. Everyone okay with that? Anybody needs any alternatives? Shout Ash. We ready to start?
Okay.
Give us a thumbs up. Yeah,
Oh, good.
perfect.
Thank you very much.
Chair dips or up down planks. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, if we're doing these chair dips, keep your elbows tucked in, okay? And the closer that you have your bum or your back towards the chair, okay, the more effective it will be. If your legs are closer to the chair, it will make it easier. If your legs are further away, it will make it harder, okay? Nicely controlled on the way down. Fire up and squeeze your triceps as hard as you can. So squeeze the back of your arms as hard as you possibly can at the top, okay? Beautifully controlled on the way down. If we're doing our plank up and down, just keep your hips stable as much as possible. Minimal rocking of the hips, your elbows at shoulder width, nicely controlled on the way down, and then back up again. 3, 2, and time.
Lovely. We've got the get-ups next, guys, yeah? Get-ups or hip thrusts we're going for. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Straight down, straight up.
Okay, with these, everybody, just make sure that you're really driving through the heel, okay? Keep that chest up as much as you can. So it's very, very similar to a step up, just doing it from the floor. So do exactly what you would do for a step up, pushing through the heel, keeping your chest up, shoulders back if you can. And then for an added bonus, you can alternate legs. You can go down on one leg, come back up on the other, and then repeat on the other side. Okay, with your glute bridges, pushing your rib cage in, you're doing glute bridges. Fire up and squeeze your bum at the top as hard as you can. Okay, and just blast these ones out. 3, 2, and time. Beautiful work, well everybody. Well done. Lucy, smashing work. Charlotte, smashing work. Michelle, well done.
Reverse crunches, leg raises, sit-ups, whichever version you want to do. Nice and slow. 3, 2, 1, go. Squeeze.
Okay, with these, get as much of a stretch on at the bottom as you can with your legs so you really lengthen out your abs. And as you're bringing your knees back towards your chest, breathe out as hard as you can. Keep your shoulder blades off the floor. With these, it's always better to be slow and controlled rather than just blasting them out. We need to really focus on the contraction of the abs, the squeeze of the abs, okay? So really get a big, deep breath out on the way back up, okay? As an alternative, you can do leg raises if you prefer. Nice
5 seconds
on the way back up. 3, 2, and time.
Got Superman's next, guys. Over into this position for me. Opposite hand, opposite legs. I want you to lead with the heel. Real push. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, just as an added tip, with your arm, if you have your thumb points at the ceiling, as you can see Bowley doing, it'll give you a little bit more freedom and range of movement through your shoulder blade, okay? With your back leg, fire it back, squeeze your bum as hard as you can, okay? Keeping your hips as stable as possible. For anyone that experiences any lower back pain, this is a classic exercise to get some mobility in the lower back. So nicely controlled. Big squeeze of the bum at the top. And then we're changing arms each side and legs. 3, 2, and time. Beautiful work, everyone.
Plank side to sides, guys, yeah?
Claire, well done. Chrissy, smashing work, well done. Renshaws, Emma, brilliant work. Lou. 3.
Plank side to side, guys.
And let's go. So we're doing our plank side to side on your hands, and you're sort of walking almost like a crab side to side. If you struggle with these, you can just do a normal plank, a normal high plank or a low plank. Just make sure that you keep your hips in line with your lower back, and there's minimal rocking with the hips, okay? Beautifully controlled all the way through. 15
seconds, guys.
Keep those hips down. Well done, Louise. Helen, well done. Nice work, Julie. Well done. And time. Well done. Okay.
Just gonna have 45 seconds rest, guys. Okay.
I'm gonna say
Nice work. 2 rounds left.
A bit longer rest on this one.
Yeah, we'll have 45 seconds.
Okay, give us a thumbs up if we're all good.
30 seconds left on
Claire,
this.
Carmel, Chrissa, Emma, Lou, well done. Renshaw's all three on the SETI. Love it.
15 seconds. We're gonna go again. Okay.
How are we getting on, Nicola? You haven't got your camera on, but I assume you're all right. Monday with dog. Love it.
Okay, 10 seconds, guys, yeah? Starting off with chair dips or plank, up, down, get up, up and down, up, down, get up. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Time is on.
Okay, so let's go back to that chair dip. Just ensure that your bum is and lower back is as close to the chair as possible. You keep your elbows in. Okay, nicely controlled on the way down. Go as far down as you possibly can without it being too stressful on your shoulders. Explode up and squeeze your triceps at the top. Janet, can you give me some toe touches?
Some wipers.
Feet up in the air, reach up and touch your toes.
10 seconds, guys.
Okay, and with our plank up and downs, again, keeping your hips as stable as you possibly can. Nicely controlled.
And relax. Oh. Get ups next, guys, or hip thrusts.
Okay, 3, 2, and get ups or hip thrusts. So nicely controlled on the way down. Pushing through the heel, explode up, keeping that chest up, shoulders back. And again, just reiterating that breathing pattern. It's really easy to forget your breathing when you're blasting through exercises like this. If we get our breathing right, it'll help us maintain the correct form as possible. If you've got a weight available and you find these maybe a little bit too easy, you want to make them more challenging, then you can hold on to a weight. So just very, very similar exercise to a step up with your glute bridges. Just make sure you squeeze your bum as hard as you can at the top, keeping your feet at shoulder width. And time.
Hey. We've got reverse crunches or some kind of ab exercise. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Okay. When we're driving our knees towards our chest, just ensure you get a big, deep breath out. It'll help squeeze your abs. You'll feel your abs working a lot more, okay? Extend your legs as much as you can at the bottom, keeping your heels up off the floor. Keep your shoulder blades up off the floor. Okay, got 20 seconds left. Everyone's smashing this one. Well done. Yvonne, smashing it. Gemma, smashing it. Louise and Tara, killing it. Well done. Helen, well done. Carmel, can just see your feet coming onto the camera there. Nice work.
Stop there, guys. Superman's next, people. Hey, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Big squeeze.
Okay. Making sure you do squeeze that bum at the top, kicking the heel back. And again, having that thumb point to the ceiling, it'll create a little bit more freedom with the shoulder blade. Okay. Keeping your hips as stable as you possibly can. Again, for anyone working with lower back pain, this is a great exercise. It helps strengthen the spinal erectors, keeping the core strong. Beautiful work, well done.
15 seconds, guys, keep going.
Again, take your time with this one. There's no need to rush this one. Squeeze that bum as hard as you can. And time. Well done.
Plank side to sides. Plank hold. Wipers if you're not good on your shoulders right now. Side to side with your legs above you. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Okay, keep those hands at shoulder width. And then get that coordination between your legs and your hands. It's quite difficult. So you're going to have to find a lot of concentration with this one. Again, as Bowie said, if you're struggling with your shoulders at the moment, you can do wipers. So that's on your back, legs in the air, in a straight line, and then rotating your ankles towards the floor. So pretending you're a windscreen wiper, yeah? I've always wanted to be a windscreen wiper. Just make sure that your hips are in line with your lower back. And nicely controlled little steps side to side with those high plank walks. Okay, 3, 2, and time.
Oh, well done, guys. One more round. Woo.
You've put a graft in today, boss.
Doing it today, mate.
3, 2,
Doing it today.
And let's go.
Oh shit, we're going again. You're not giving us any
Yeah,
rest.
yeah, we're back on it. We're back on it.
Back on it, yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
What was having rest?
So with your chair dips
how
again.
much graft I put in, and then he's like,
You
"Get
can see
started."
You're saturated with sweat. Okay, with those chair dips, just keeping those hands at shoulder width and nicely controlled on the way down. If you keep your back as close to the chair as you possibly can. Again, to make it a little bit harder, bring your feet out a little bit further away. I'd like a little bit more control with the big squeeze of the triceps at the top. Okay, if we're doing our plank up and down, it's keeping the hips as stable as possibly can. Okay, 3,
Relax.
2, and time. Well done.
Get ups, guys. Yeah, hip thrusts. Whoop.
3, 2, and get ups or hip thrusts, glute bridges, off the floor, whatever you prefer. Nicely controlled. Okay, so keeping that chest up, again, pretending it's a step up, really pushing through the heel. Stand up nice and tall at the top. Get your breathing pattern right. So breathe in as you come back up. Okay, brace that core. We're doing our hip thrusts from the floor, shoulders up off the mat. Push your rib cage in, pushing on the heels, and then squeezing your bum at the top.
Ooh. Ooh.
Beautiful work, everyone. Nice work, Emma. Suze, fantastic. Nicola, I can't see you on camera. Carol, I can't see you on camera. So I assume
Rest
you're
there.
okay. Just let me know if you're struggling with
Rest
anything.
there, guys.
Yvonne,
Reverse
well
crunches, sit-ups. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh.
Okay, with these reverse crunches again, bringing those knees towards the elbows, squeezing those abs as hard as you can at the top. Breathe out as hard as you can, okay? And if you can for me, fully lengthen those legs out at the bottom, keeping your heels off the floor, keeping your shoulder blades off the floor as well. I can't see you on camera there, Gemma, but I assume you're all right. Just let me know if you're struggling with anything. Helen, looking good. Carmel, off camera, but I can see your feet bobbing in the air.
10 seconds,
Claire
guys.
with sun in the background. Well done.
And
Mandy,
relax.
fantastic. Adele, fantastic. Well done.
Oh. Supermans. Last set of Supermans, guys. Just make them count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Okay, again with this one, driving the heel back, squeezing your bum as hard as you can at the top. Thumb pointing towards the ceiling so it allows more freedom with the shoulder blade. And a big squeeze at the top for me, please. Keeping your hips as stable as possible. And practice your breathing with this one as well, yeah? So you can breathe in on the way up and exhale on the way back down. Nice work, Louise and Tara. Fantastic work, Julie. Well done. Janet, can't see you, but you're looking... Yeah, I can. There you are. Lucy, how are we getting on? Yeah. Charlotte, okay?
And relax.
It's involved. Well done.
Plank side to side, yeah? Hey, 3, 2, 1. Last set. Let's go.
Okay, again, keep your hands at shoulder width. Keep your hips in line with your lower back. Squeeze your bum all the way through if you can. If you're struggling with those, just give me a normal plank. On your elbows, again, keeping your hips in line with your lower back. Minimal rocking. Try not to pike them too far up or have them too sunken down too low. And squeezing your bum, squeezing your lats all the way through the movement. We've got 20 seconds left. Just keep working. 10 seconds, we're nearly done. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. Keep it going. 3, 2, and time. Excellent work, everyone.
Well done, guys. Oosh. 5 or 6 minutes left, okay? Lovely. Okay. So, 2 things I'm going to ask of you now. The first one is some kind of burpee variation, like I asked for a minute ago. You don't have to do burpees. You can do squat jumps. You could do squat thrusts. You could do the burpee breakdown, which I showed you a moment ago. And I'll just recap that because this is actually, I think it's a very good move because it's very difficult, but it's very low impact. So I'm just going to show you. I'm just literally going to squat down almost like a Kang squat. Put my hands on the floor, step out, step in and stand. That's very low impact and it is very difficult, okay? So I would like 10 of those, okay? And then we are just gonna do a couple of little finishes. I'll tell you those in a minute. Get those done for me, 10, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay, so for alternatives, you've got that reduced impact variation that Bowley just shown you. You can do walkouts, just do 5 of those. Squats, do 15, or squat jumps, again, do 15, okay? So if we're doing our squats and squat jumps, just make sure that you're pushing through the floor with your heels and you're exploding. Just be aware that you might have a light above your head. Understand most of these are training indoors. If we're doing our burpees, if we can do a full burpee, getting chest to the floor, and then driving those knees towards your elbows, exploding up as hard as you can, okay? Well done, everyone, smashing it on this.
Okay. We're ready for finishing exercises, guys, yeah? Just gonna give everyone a minute to finish. Do your reps, yeah? Excellent work, everybody.
Give us a thumbs up on the camera.
Legends, aren't you?
Show me you're all right, you're still alive.
Okay, super. Right, so this is what we're going to do now. Ready? You're going to squat with me. 3. Oh, sorry. Have you got somewhere you can do a wall sit? If you haven't, we need a squat hold. But a wall sit will be much better for your back. Okay, so we don't need to see you. As long as you can hear us, it's fine. Couple of seconds till we're starting. I want you to squat with me. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice and quick.
Again with the squats, staying on your heels as much as you possibly can, keeping that chest up. Again, getting that breathing pattern right. So if you breathe in on the way down, exhale on the way up. Control that breathing, it will help maintain your form as best as possible.
Keep it going, faster.
Everyone.
Come on, faster.
Work within your full range of movement, okay? You don't have to go bum all the way to the floor. Just get as deep as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wall sit, guys. Let's go. Wall sit for me. Squat hold. Fire yourself back against the wall. So you want to be at 90 degrees as much as you possibly can. Keep your back against the wall, okay? can make this variation a little bit harder by putting your hands behind your head, leaning forward and pulling your heels back towards the wall or the door, whatever you're resting on, okay? That's a prisoner wall sit. Keep your feet into the floor. Not like
20
it.
seconds.
Not like we all need to make this one harder. It's as tough as it is.
It was the prisoner wall sit that I was laughing at.
It's like I say, there's no need to make it harder, is there?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. I need you straight back into your squats. Let's go. Come on. We're nearly done now. We're nearly done. Let's go. Let's go.
Keep that form, everyone, yeah? If you need to, turn your toes out a little bit. Drive your knees in the same direction that your toes are, keeping that chest up, keeping your shoulders back. Just blast them out. Just get them out. Just get them out. We're nearly done.
Come on, guys. We're nearly there now.
Last one, and then we're going to have a little stretch.
5.
Perhaps I'll read the shipping forecast to you all.
And wall sit. Let's go. Straight on the wall. Come on.
There we go.
Arms
That's
out.
it.
Let's go.
90 degrees, back against the wall. There we go. Just think of happy things. Think of nice things.
Sunshine, man.
Lunchtime. It's barely breakfast, mate.
Sunshine, I said.
Oh, sunshine. I thought you said lunchtime. You can tell what I'm thinking about, can't you?
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
There we go. Again, happy things, everyone. Think of happy things.
Stay with it.
Things. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. Hold it there, Emma. You've got a massive chair in your garden. Why don't you go and sit on that, Emma?
3, 3.5, 2, 2.5, and stop there. Well done, you legends. Hey, thank you so much. Let me just turn the music down,
everyone.
Oh, awesome. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Awesome. Sweet, mate. Sweet. Right, guys. Where to start? Okay, so first thing we're going to do legs and back, okay? So let's sit on the floor for me. Okay, let's point our toes up to the sky. Try and put our legs flat on the floor if we can. I want you to take a deep breath in, and as you let that breath out, I want you to go down for your toes. So deep breath, and let it out, and then go down. Ooh, if you can't hold your feet, that's fine. Hold your shins. And if you can't keep your legs straight, that's also fine. A little kink at the knees is okay. It will actually allow you to stretch those hammies probably a little bit more. You might feel this in your lower back, as I am doing. Just take some deep breaths.
For those that are the more flexible variety, keep your chest up and your shoulders back, and just lean into it with your chest, gripping your toes. If you can't feel your stretch with the one that you're currently doing, just lean into it a little bit more with your chest.
Super. And relax. And now I want you guys to lay back, okay? And I want you to put your right leg over your left leg, nice and tight. And I want you to take your arms and spread them out to the side. And I gently, very gently want you to flop your legs over to the left. So if it's your right leg that's over your left leg, you're going to the left. If it's your left leg over your right, you're going to the left. No, I'm lying. I'm right. Stretch your arms up for me. Depending upon where you have your arms now, you might be able to get a little bit more of a stretch in either your lower back or your lats. Just try and take nice slow breaths. Slow it down. Excellent work. And very, very slowly and gently come back up to the middle. Take your time. And we're looking to swap legs. So one leg over the other. Drop it over really slowly and stretch those arms up for you. Get a nice stretch in that lower back, the lat area. Super. Okay, and now very, very slowly, I just want you to come up onto your bum and then roll up onto your knees. Okay, a bit like we were doing with the Superman pose a minute ago. And all I want you to do is tiptoe your fingers out, okay, so that they're nice and straight, your arms, and then sit your bum back onto your heels so you get a good stretch on your lats.
Sit down as far towards your heels as you possibly can. Stretch those arms out again as far as you possibly can. You should feel that in your lats, so it's a back muscle that's just underneath the armpit. Really stretch it out and push your bum onto your heels. You should get a little bit of quads as well.
Lovely. And then come up nice and slow. And in this position now, what I want you to do is bring one leg forward. We're going to do a pigeon pose. There are variations of this. Andre did upload some videos the other day. You can do it on a sofa or on a chair. This is like the one stretch I would encourage everyone to do twice a day. It is mega. It does a world of things. So you want to basically take it as far as you can. You can either lean over the leg entirely, or you can posture up like this, whichever is best for you, but you should feel that in your hip and your glute. Super. Now what I want you to do is walk your hands over the knee. So you're twisting towards the leg that's out on the front. You'll just feel that a little bit more in your glute, your lower back, maybe your hip. Just gently. Superb. Okay, now the leg that's in front, that wants to go on its knee behind you. Okay, so the leg that was in front of us is now here. All right, and then we want to have a nice wide stance, chest up, posture, nice posture. Get down into that movement. And then the hand, or the arm rather, of the leg that's back, big stretch up to the ceiling. You should feel that stretching all down the front there into your hip flexor. If you remember rightly, for those of you that trained with me years ago, this is the bit where I would say, who wants to do burpees? And you all had your hands up, and then we did burpees.
Meaner.
Tight,
Big meaner.
Still using the same daft jokes 3 years later. Right, that leg that's now in front of you, that's the one that's going to get laid down, okay? All right. Oh, and then again, you want to lay over it, or you want to posture up, whichever one is more comfortable for you. Lovely. And again, now we're just going to walk those hands round over that knee slightly. So we're getting a little bit more of a twist. Feel them glutes working. Super duper. Okay, now that leg that's out in front, it wants to come up on its knee at the back. Okay, nice and slow. And we want to have a nice wide stance, okay? Posture up nice and tall. Sit your hips down, and then stretch that arm up of the one that's at the back. Really reach for the sky for me. Epic, well done. And then the opposite hand, this one, so not the one that was up, I just want you to put it here on your back for me. Okay, just pat your back. Yeah, well done. Thanks very much. Superb.
Nice work, Bo. Thank
you very much. Listen, we said to the morning sessions this morning, the more of you that join us, the better it is for us. Okay, so please keep attending. Please keep getting on. I really appreciate your time. Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Well done, everyone. Nice work. Lucia, brilliant work. Louise, Michelle, thank you. Janet, Helen, thank you. Louise and Tara, thank you. Carmel, thank you. Claire, thank you. Gemma, thank you. Lou, thank you. And daughter, Lou and daughter, thank you. Emma, Beth, and Helen, Yvonne, Manda, Rachel. Well done. Susie, well
Thanks,
done.
guys. Have a great day.
Guys.
Take
Well
care.
done.
See you later, Mandy. Bye, Claire. Bye,
Thank you.
Rachel. Bye, 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 bye.
Thank you. Karen, thank you. And thank you to Karen's husband too for joining him.